Only we will have to talk about the growth incentive for
Good morning, students. I want us to start our lesson. In a very special way, I want to welcome all of you to class, and I hope at the end of the day we are going to participate and also benefit from the lesson. I want us to start from where we stopped last week. I gave out the assignment, and I gave out number 30 to number 39. Those were around 10 questions. I hope that you have marked them. You have done and marked the questions, and therefore we can go through some of the challenging part of the assignments. So I want to give you an option. Actually, it is already there. An option of unmuting and talking to us, or talking to me, or asking your question. So you have the chance to unmute and then talk to me or ask me any question concerning the assignment, because we agreed that we go through this trigonometry 2. We are going to go through all the trigonometry ratios, but we started with trigonometry 2, then we shall go through trigonometry 1, and then we finish by going through trigonometry 3, so that any question from trigonometric ratio you are supposed to get in the exam. And let me give you this chance now to tell me where you didn't get well, or which questions gave you some challenges, so that we can address them together and move on as a class. Yes, so you want to say something? Kot Muindi? Alan Gitonga, good morning. Alan can't hear me. Alex Ikonya. Alex Ikonya. Brian Gitau. If you can hear me, please respond. Ryan Mwangi. Brian Mwangi. If you can hear me, kindly respond so that I can know you are in class. Let me go to Ian Joshua. Ian Joshua, are you in class?
Yes.
Did you go through the assignment?
Yes.
Number 30 to 39.
Yes.
Okay. Have you marked your work?
Yes, I marked it.
You are okay in all the questions?
Yes, I did not find any challenge.
Okay. Vincent Kyoko? Vincent Kyoko? Yes, Vincent. Let me check on Ndolo George. George Ndolo, are you in class? Eric Mutua? Eric Mutua,
Yes, yes.
good morning.
Good morning.
Did you find any question or challenge in the assignment I gave?
Sure, actually, I wasn't able to do it because I
Yes?
never had the. I wasn't able to do it.
Oh, you were not able to do the assignment
Yeah, yeah.
because it was difficult?
No, I don't have a made familiar.
But we agreed that someone was to take a photo of the book and then put in the wall.
I never saw.
Oh, no one did that.
Yeah.
Okay, but ungeulizia hata kwa your class, ungeulizia those who have KMF at least to do something. But up to now, we have not requested. Which class are you?
North.
North.
Yeah.
So we have some colleagues in North that have made familiar.
Yeah.
Maybe you can talk to them. They take a photo and then they put in the wall, so that at least you're able to access the assignment.
Yeah, but
So,
I've already asked for one. My dad said he'll buy one.
okay.
Yeah.
So before the end of the day utapata hiyo ama?
Maybe he said this week because I told him we are using it mostly in the math lesson and now was patangi niniwa. Akasema atanunua this week. Yeah.
Sawa. Just ensure that you get it, because we have no other material to revise apart from KCSE exams. Usually these are all KCSE questions. So for us to get all the concept needed, we need to go through the KMF kabisa vizuri, all the questions in the topics given. Sindio?
Yeah.
Sawa. But meanwhile, even today, you can ask a friend or you can even inbox me. I'll take a photo of the book and then to me, so that as you wait for that, you're able to do something. Sawa?
Okay. Yeah. Thank
Sorry
you.
for that. Ningeniulizia tu ningefanya bidii upate hizo maswali. Wayne Philemon. Wayne. Joseph Nganga. Please ensure that you unmute and then you respond. Patrick Minor. Patrick Minor. Eugene Mwangi. Eugene. Michael. Yes, Michael. Kibet Martin. Kibet Martin. Ondari, uko darasani? Okay, Mon.
Yes.
Good, good. Nice to hear from you, Ondari. Did you do the assignment?
Yes, I tried some questions.
Some questions.
Yeah,
From number?
from number 30 to something like number 36.
Number 36, eh?
Yes.
Na zote zilikuwa sawa na wewe?
Yeah, I didn't encounter any problem.
Sawa sawa. I'm just checking whether there was a challenge so that we address it before we start our lesson, eh?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ondari. Let me go to Masharia David. David Masharia. You can unmute and then respond to me. Mwaniki Mbogo. Mwaniki Mbogo. It seems some are not present. Lee John Mwadime. Mwadime.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You are well?
Yes.
Any challenge from number 30 to number 39 in our assignment?
I did not have a chance to do it.
Everything was all right with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Eugene Mwangi, you want to say something?
No.
Okay. Then you can mute yourself. Okay, thank you. I'm waiting for any challenge. Maybe I've not mentioned your name, but we have a challenge. Yes, Henry Minor. Can see your hand is up.
I was asking if you could kindly do number 32. I don't.
Number 32.
Yes, kindly.
We have number 32. Thank you, Henry Minor.
Okay.
Let's just go directly to it. Please feel free to put up your hand so that I can give you a chance to ask a question. I may not have mentioned you, but you are free to put up your hand so that you can ask your question. Number 32 says the area sector of a circle radius. So you have a circle radius is 2.1 centimeters. The area is 22.31 square centimeters. Then the arc of the sector subtends an angle theta. So the angle subtended is theta at the center of the circle. Find the value of theta in radians, correct to 2 decimal places. Correct to 2 decimal places. Now we know that the area of the sector is theta over 360 pi r squared. I hope, Henry, we are together. You don't need to mute because we are going to converse as we do the question.
Yeah.
Good. So, Henry, the formula is area is equals to theta over 360 pi r squared. Eh?
Yes.
Good.
minus. Is the sector the whole thing? Okay. Is the sector minus the arc? Okay. Let me just. What about the minus 2r squared? A half r squared minus a half r squared. Is that part of the equation?
Half r squared.
It's like
Sector is just part of a circle. Sector is just part of a circle.
Okay.
Let me show you. I have a small sketch here. Maybe you can have a look at it.
Yeah, I can see it.
So you can see my theta.
Yeah.
So that part is called the sector. So we have two sectors. This one is the big sector. This one you can see. But
Yeah.
my sector is here. Now the arc is the line from here all the way up to here. This is the arc. So this sector is just part of the circle.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is the difference between a sector and a segment?
Oh, the difference between a sector and a segment.
Yes.
Now, let me show you the difference between a sector and a segment. Now, as a segment is an area enclosed by a chord. I want you to see the shaded part.
Oh, yes.
Shaded part is the segment.
Oh.
But
Well,
remember yes?
I use the formula for the segment instead of the sector.
Or for the sector.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe now, can you use the formula of the sector and take us through?
Okay. So it's theta over 360 times 22/7 times 2.1 squared is equals to 2.31.
Good.
So when you do the calculation, it will be theta 0.03. Okay, let's put the theta as A. So 0.0385 A is equals to 2.31. Get your answer as 60
So
degrees.
Theta is 60
Yes.
degrees.
Yeah.
But we have been told to put our answer in radians.
Yeah.
Yes, put our answer in radians. So how do we do that conversion?
1 radian is equals to 57.3 degrees. So what about 60?
Correct. So multiply by 60.
Yeah, you get your answer as 1.05.
You divide by 60, or 60 divided by the answer?
Yes.
1.047.
Then you convert to 2 decimal places.
Good.
Okay,
That's what
you.
we've been given. Is it what I've been given in the answer?
Yes, the answer is 1.05 after you convert to 2 decimal places.
Good. And then it is always good to go back to the question and see what were the rules given at the end of the statement. So we are told to correct 2 decimal places. These decimal places can deny you a mark if in case you don't put your answer in decimal places. So it was good to go back. So I hope you have understood the difference between the sector, the segment.
Yes, I was kind of confused before, but now I'm okay.
Good. Actually, the formula that you used, if it was a segment, then it is correct because it was a half AB, right? Sin theta. And then you minus theta over 360 pi r squared. You find the area of the segment.
Yeah.
That's good. What about the rest of the numbers?
They're okay with me.
They're okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Continue. Remember, we have number 1 to number 29. So continue, that's the work we are going to do at the end of the lesson so that we can finish up with the trigonometry 2.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Henry, for the question. I'm waiting for another question. You are free to put up your hand so that you can ask. Remember, we are doing trigonometry 2. And let's not limit ourselves to from number 30 to 39. You can ask all the way from number 1. From number 1, because now it seems from 30 to 39, there's no question, because we have spent almost 20 minutes asking questions in case someone has a question. Those who heard, I believe you have asked your question. So can we go to number 1, from number 1 to number 29? Now that we are through from number 30 to 39, and I believe the work has been done perfectly at home, you have done everything correct, because we are not there to supervise. So you just supervise yourself, and you see this is what is going to help you at the end of the day. So please ensure that you are okay with that, and you are doing work without being followed, because we are here, tuko manyumbani, na wewe uko kwenu huko. Ensure that you do it without being followed. Like I mentioned, other students, our competitors are working very, very hard. I can't fail to mention that. So ensure that wherever you are, put jokes aside. Put jokes aside so that you're able to compete fairly with other students. As you maybe go through the rest of the questions, number 1 to number 29, there's one of us who had requested me to do number 2 on trigonometry 2. He had requested me to redo number 2. Yes, Owen, Budia. Owen. Number 2 says, that 2 sides of triangular plot of land are 52. So we have a triangular plot of land, 52 meters and 28 meters. Given that the angle between these 2 sides is an obtuse angle, the angle between these 2 sides is an obtuse angle. So that's an angle more than 90, but less than 180. Given that the angle between them is obtuse angle and the area of the plot is 576, area is 576. Just give me a minute, class, coming back. Wayne Philemon? Wayne? I can see you are trying to say something. Philemon?
Yes, it was unintentional. Sorry.
Okay. We are told that the two sides is 52, 28, and then the angle between them is obtuse. So the first thing here is to find this angle, because this question is giving us 8 marks. So the first thing is to find the angle using a half AB sin theta. So area is equals to a half AB sin theta. That's the formula we are going to use. So area is 576 is equals to a half A and B are the two sides of the triangle, and theta is the included angle. That is the angle between these two lines. So we have times 52 times 28 sin theta. Remember, sin theta is what we are looking for first. So if you compute this to get 52 times 28 divided by 2, 728. So 576 divided by 728, 576 divided by 728. So theta is equal to sine inverse of 0.7912, which is 52.30 degrees. And you realize that the angle we are getting is acute angle. That's angle between 1 and 90. And you have been told that our angle is obtuse angle. So getting the angle which is obtuse from the acute, we just say 180 minus theta. That's what we agreed. If you draw the unit circle, where we have the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and then the fourth quadrant. So if our theta is in the first quadrant, then the angle that is between 0 and 180 will be found in the second quadrant, which is 180 minus theta. So our obtuse angle will be 180 minus 52.30. 180 minus 52.30. I'm getting 127.7 degrees. And even this angle, if you try to get its sine, you will get 0.7912, which they have equal signs. That means that is our angle. So we have been told in the question, find the perimeter of the plot. And we can't find the perimeter of the plot if we don't know the other side. So remember, the angle is now 127.7. So you now come and employ cosine rule. You now come and use cosine rule, because sine rule cannot be used here because you have only one angle and then the opposite length is not there. So you can't use the only angle you have, it has no opposite length. So you cannot use sine rule. Therefore, you come and use cosine rule. Let the length that don't have be x. So you will say x squared is equals to 52 squared plus 28 squared. That is, the cosine rule says a squared is equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2 BC cos of angle A. I believe all of us know or you understand, and also the sine rule. Ogola Joshua? Joshua Ogola? I can see you are trying to say something. Okay. 52 squared plus 28 squared minus 2 times 52 times 28 cos A. And remember, A in this case, or X here, it is 127 cos 127.7 degrees. Now we compute this 52 squared plus 28 squared. This is giving us, so x squared is equals to 3488 minus 52 times 28 times 2 times sine times cosine, sorry, cos 127.7. I'm getting negative 1780.77. So remember we had 3488 minus negative. So we have two minuses there, which we are going to add them. Two minuses will become positive. So x squared is equals to 3488 plus 1780.77, 5268. Then square root both sides for you to get x alone. Square root that answer. So x is equal to 72.59. 72.59 is your x. Now perimeter is equals to 52 plus 28 plus 72.59. This 52 plus 28 plus 72.59. I'm getting perimeter as 152.59 meters. And I think that's what we have in the marking scheme. 10 good marks. It's giving you 10 good marks. I believe whoever asked the question, you have been answered. Those of us who also needed some help in the question number 2, I believe hata nyinyi pia mmesaidika. I want to give you a minute or 2 minutes. You just go through number 1 to number 29. 1 to number 29. In case you have gone which is challenging, you can ask from number 1 to number 29. Since we are done and we are okay from number 30 to 39, let me give you some few minutes to go through number 1 to number 29. And please feel free to ask any question. Not si lazima ati iwe tu kwa trigonometric ratio, hapana. Feel free. We are revising here. Feel free to ask any question or to ask me to go through a certain topic. Feel free. This is a class where we are revising and you have to feel free. Feel free and express your opinion. I'm giving you some 1-2 minutes to go through very fast number 1 to number 29, trigonometry 2, and then let me know of any question which is challenging you before we make it an assignment for today, and then we go to the next area of discussion, which again you will suggest. And you can always put up your hand. You can always chat me. Ken Kahindu, welcome to class. Japheth James, John Mark Chege. John Mark,
Yes,
how are you?
fine.
Ian Batia, ask your question. Yes, Ian. Ian Batia. Yes, Ian. Ian Batia, can see your hand is up. Maybe you check on your microphone. Check on your mic, Ian.
Okay, now.
Ian, check on your mic. We can't hear you.
Temporary chemical. What is the difference between temporary physical change and temporary chemical change?
Ian Batia, check on your mic before you unmute again. Yes, Ken. Kahindu.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Ken Kahindu, you are trying to ask a question? Please ensure that you check on your mic. We have not gotten what Ian Batia wanted to ask. Maybe his mic kuna shida kidogo, but ensure that you check on your mic. Ken, if you're okay with your mic, you can, no, not Ken, Ian Batia, you can come back and ask your question. Austin Njura, kuna swali?
Niko sawa mwalimu.
Uko sawa?
Yeah.
Okay, let me move away from trigonometry 2. I'm assuming that we have gone through the questions and we are okay. Therefore, at the end of our lesson today, please ensure that you tackle from number 1 to number 29. Most of them are section A questions, and therefore you are able to finish up to Thursday. Yeah, most of them are 2 marks questions, so you can finish. Please ensure that you go through the work. Ensure that you go through the assignment. They are very, very important for us, because at the end of the day, the examiners will just go through these past papers, these past questions, and come up with the KCSE. And you never know, with this COVID-19, questions might be picked from KMF just the way they did in 2016 when we had some crisis, you see. So don't ignore what we are doing here as a class. Don't ignore. That's the same way they did in 2016 when we had some crisis. They can also just pick the questions, because you can see that process of setting the exams and sending it back to Kenya and everything might be a challenge to the government, you see. So they can just pick questions from various topics from the KMF. And that's why I'm really insisting that we do the questions, because you never know what government is doing. You never know. So don't ignore these assignments that we are giving out. These are not just ordinary questions. These are KCSE questions. And therefore, they are very, very important. From the look from my observation, I think we can do the assignment perfectly, because so far there's no question that has been asked. Number 1 to number 29, so that we can finish up with trigonometry 2. I'm waiting for a topic that you can suggest so that we discuss. If you don't have a topic in mind or an area that is giving you some challenges, then we can. Yes, Leon Wamba. Leon Wamba, can see your hand.
Sure. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
sure. I wanted probability.
For probability. Okay. Probability.
There's a question niliona.
Uh-huh.
I was trying iniletea shida.
Hapa kwa KMF tu.
KMF.
Probability. Let me go there direct. So easy too. Are you there in
number 25. Number 25.
Number 25, eh? Number 25 says 2 integers, x and y. That one, Leon, eh?
Yes.
Okay. 2 integers, x and y, are selected at random from the integers 1 to 8. If the same integer may be selected twice, find the probability that x minus y, that signs that you can see there is not bracket. It means positive and negative. Actually, the positive value of x minus y is 2 and x minus y is 5 or more. And then Roman 3, x is greater than y. Is it A and B or A only or B only? Or all of it?
All of it.
Okay, let's start with A. It's a very interesting question that was set in 2006. So you need to come up with a table. Let me just give you a hint on how you can make up the table. So we have the x, and then we have the y, the x side, and then the y side. And then we have those values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we also have them on the y side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leon, something that looks like this. You must have a table like this for you to get the answer. Did you think about something like this, Leon?
Mine was kind of different, but I get the idea now.
Oh, you also made a table?
Yangu wasn't that organized, so but now since Monaco, I can see how it goes. It can go.
Oh, okay. So remember here we are dealing with x minus y. So you need to write, you need to minus x minus y. So for example, ukianza na x kama ni 1, okay, ukienda na hiyo column ya 1, I hope you know the column and the row. 1 ya x, 1 which is on the x side, column yake. So you will get 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 minus 2, 1 ya x minus 2 ya y. That's what I'm doing. You get negative 1. 1 minus 3, you get negative 2. 1 minus 4, negative 3. 1 minus 5, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. Okay, Leon, you can come up with the table easy to try. I hope this one now you can be able to feel, eh?
Yes.
Yes. Let's give ourselves a minute so that we fill up this. I'm also filling mine, so also fill yours so that just 1 minute we fill this table because we're going to subtract x minus y. Leon, are you through with your table?
Yes.
May I have a look at it? Maybe are you able to show? Put on the video so that at least we can see.
Okay.
Good, something like that. I've seen it. Something like that. Let me share with the whole class what I have here. So that we are able to see. Something like this. I hope, Leon, you are able to see the table.
Yes, you can see.
Okay. Now, from that table, we are told Roman 1, x minus y is equals to 2. X minus y is equals to 2. If you look at that, x minus y equals to 2, because our table here is all x minus y. So can you get the 2? How many 2's are in our table? And remember, we have said both negative and positive. If you look at this, how many 2's are in your table? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then these we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Leon, how many are in your table?
12.
12, eh?
Yes.
Okay, 12 out of what is the sample space? Or all the possible outcomes?
64.
64, correct. So 12 over 64. If we simplify this, 4 here, 3, and 4 is 64, 16. So our answer in Roman 1 should be 3 out of 16. Don't know, Leon, you have understood what you have done.
And actually, so those things that look like brackets, those one, it's just, what do they mean? They mean that both
They mean both positive and negative values.
Okay.
They mean both positive and
negative values.
Negative values.
Could you please repeat the way you have done that part when umepata the answer?
The answer nimehesabu. We have been told x. Remember, hii table yetu, it is made up of x minus y. That's what we have done.
Yes.
So, how many 2's can you see there? Both negative and positive. How many 2's can you see?
12.
12. And the possible outcome in our table ni ngapi zote? We just take 8 by 8. 8 by 8 will give you
64.
64. So it is 12 over 64. But remember, you cannot leave your answer as 12 over 64. So you are going to simplify 3 over 16. Simplify by 4. You get 3 over 16.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Are you okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. We are told in Roman 2, x minus y, both positive and negative values, is 5 or more. So from our table, you're able to also count all values which are 5 or more. And remember, it is both positive and negative value. So long as it is 5 or more. 5 or more. Let's count.
11.
11. Not 12.
I think it's 12. It's 12.
It's supposed to be 12, right?
Yes.
Yeah, supposed to be 12. It is 12. So again,
Yes, 12.
yes, again you put 12 over total sample space over 64. This again is going to give you 3 over 16. 3 over 16. It's going to give you 3 over 16. Now, who can help us now do Roman 3? It is greater than y. X is... Yes?
Can you repeat that, the Roman 2? How you're getting the values? Is it like what you did in Roman 1, like both positive 2 and negative 2, but in this one is 5 or more. So when you're taking the values above negative 5 and 5.
Yes, just like that. But also remember to consider negative values which are 5 or more than 5. Consider negative values which are 5 or more than 5. That's what we are doing. Leon, are you okay? Leon, you can unmute. I can see you are talking, but you unmute. Unmute. Okay.
Yes.
Have you counted?
Yes.
Values which are 5 or more than 5, both negative side and positive side.
So in short, like values like more than negative 5 and more than 5, like it's just values more than negative 5.
Okay, you're going to assume that negative sign and just get values which are 5 or more than 5, both on the negative side and on the positive side. For example, in our table, which you can see on the screen, we have negative 5. Okay, hii table yangu kidogo, hii side ya 8 ya x sijajaza vizuri. Kuna problem hapo nimeona. Kuna box nyingine hapo nimeacha. but I can get one very fast, ile yenye nimecorrect tu sahi, ndio nionyeshe hapo kwa screen so that we get everything going right. Just a minute. You can see that now?
Yes,
Leon,
yes.
can you see that table?
Yes.
Yes, so that's the corrected one. So if you look at the values which are 5, on this side we have the negative values.